morning, Water School first graders. How's everyone doing today? I know you're looking around, you're saying, oh, Mr. D's in a new location to start out the video today. Uh, it's a little chilly outside, and it might start raining, but what I'm really, real reason I'm not out there is because I'm afraid of the robin. Every time we go near that bush now, she flies right at us and tries to attack us. She's very protective of her baby birds. So unfortunately, no check-in on the nest today, but stay tuned to the end of this video, and at the end of the credit scene, I was able to get some video of the baby birds chirping away, so make sure you watch that at the end. Without further delay, let's get started. We have some work to do today. I scratched out a good portion of it. I know this work, it's a lot. This is just ELA. I understand you guys are doing math also. You have Spanish work, art work, gym, and science and social studies. So I really am trying to make it so this remote learning packet from ELA doesn't take up most of your day. So we've scratched out a lot, but one thing I really want you to concentrate on today is reading the decodable reader. As you go on to second grade now, it's going to be important that you should really be able to start reading your words on your own. So the decodable reader today is called The Contest. I have it towards the end of the video. The screen time for each picture for each page is about 10 seconds, but just pause it and try to read it on your own. Try it a couple times. Take your time with it. I took out a lot today, so you could take a lot of time with this, okay? Let's get started right now. The ELA Daily Rundown for Thursday, May 7th, 2020. In reading, we're going to watch the read aloud of a sleuth selection called What If I Hibernated? Then you're going to complete the graphic organizer and answer the questions. This is your reading portfolio assignment in Class Dojo today. In writing, you're going to do Daily Fix-It number 7 and 8. That will be your writing portfolio assignment for today. I know the packet says that you should be doing a sleuth writing task, but we did a nice writing piece yesterday. We're going to cancel this out today in the interest of time. For foundational skills, you're going to complete 2 boxes of spelling bingo. Then after that, you'll notice that there was comparative endings that I've scratched out, contractions that I have scratched out. We're not going to do those today because it's really important to me, and I think for your reading ability, that you concentrate today on the last one where it says read the contest 3 times. Read it to a family member or a stuffed animal. This is one of those decodable readers. I'll have the pages on screen, and I really just want you to take your time today and try to read the whole thing on your own. Make it a goal for yourself that you can read that whole thing today. I've scratched out a lot of work today in the hopes that you'll take your time with trying to read that decodable reader, the contest at the end. Let's get started. What if I hibernated? I saw a squirrel in the park today. It didn't even notice me. It had a nut between its paws. It was looking for acorns. It was getting ready to sleep for the winter. Pretty soon it will crawl into a warm nest. It won't appear again for weeks. Other animals like bears sleep in winter too. They hibernate. What if I hibernated? I'd eat a huge dinner. Then I'd get nice and warm in my room. I'd sleep through breakfast. I'd sleep while my friends were at school. I'd sleep while they played outside and went to soccer practice. I'd miss reading and writing at school. I'd miss the whole soccer season. I'd miss birthday parties and the school fair. I wouldn't like to hibernate. I would miss a lot. I'm glad bears and squirrels hibernate, and I don't. All right, be a sleuth. Look for clues. What do animals do when they hibernate? Ask questions. What questions do you have about hibernation? Make your case. What would you miss most if you hibernated for several weeks during the winter? Now that we've read this together, let's go on to our graphic organizer. Here is your graphic organizer that goes with the sleuth selection, What If I Hibernated, that we just watched. This is in your remote learning packet as usual. Please don't worry if you don't have the remote learning packet. This could easily be done on any blank sheet of paper. Once you complete this, this will be your reading portfolio assignment for Class Dojo today. Let's take a look what we got here. What if I hibernated? This first box here, what do you know about hibernation? Pick out some of the facts from the sleuth story, at least two of the facts from the sleuth story that you just watched, and write them here about facts, things you know about hibernation. Look for clues. This is where you're going to answer the question. What do animals do when they hibernate? What do animals do when they hibernate? In the box Ask Questions, you're going to answer this. What questions do you have about hibernation? What are you wondering about hibernation that maybe the story didn't answer for you? I'm not saying you have to go out and answer those questions. Just tell me, after reading that selection, what are you wondering about hibernation now that you didn't get a specific answer to from the story? Now, in Make Your Case, I want you to answer, what would you miss most if you hibernated for several weeks during the winter? This is very apropos of the moment. You can imagine that this closure of schools, that this lockdown, if you will, the pandemic, is a hibernation. And we've been gone for almost 8 weeks now. And that's about as long as these animals will hibernate and sleep. So you could almost say we're all hibernating at home right now, waiting for this virus to go away. What have you missed during this time? You've had to miss maybe at least one birthday party, I'm sure. Maybe you missed Sunday dinners at Grandma's house. I know that would have been a big thing I would have missed. My grandma made these huge meals every Sunday. They were delicious. And my other grandma, she wasn't as good of a cook, but it usually involved a lot of potatoes because, well, she's Irish. But those are all things I would miss. And I know you are missing so much right now. I know seeing my face is probably one of those things that you miss. I miss seeing all of your faces too. Let's continue. We got these two boxes here. Squirrels hibernating, if humans hibernated, compare and contrast. Now remember, we've gone over this in class. You should know this. When we compare two things, we tell about how they are the same. When we contrast two things, we tell about how they are different. So if a squirrel hibernates and a human hibernates, how would it be similar? Hibernating for both of them would be sleeping, right? One way to contrast them, would squirrels eat the same amount of food before hibernating before a human would? Think about how much smaller a squirrel is than a human. That doesn't seem possible, does it? I don't think any squirrel could eat as much as you guys can eat. Maybe some of you. Finally, in the last box, why don't humans hibernate? It's a good question. Easy answer. I'm not going to give it to you. You got to figure it out yourself. Best of luck. The Daily Fix-It. All right, guys, today we're going to do numbers 7 and 8. Remember, this is your writing portfolio assignment today. Let's see how wrong they are. Number 7. Today isn't cold. Actually, it is a little cold outside today. I was out earlier and it's a little chilly. But that's neither here nor there. Let's look. What's wrong with this sentence? Can you tell me? Remember, it could be incorrect spelling, improper punctuation, or wrong capitalizations. Remember, every sentence has to start with a capital letter. Every sentence has to end with a period, question mark, or exclamation point. It's only a question mark if it's asking a question. Number 8. Some birds haven't gone. Well, here we go. Here's a new thing you're going to have to correct. You're going to have to make the contraction the right way. Now, remember what we said about contractions when you're putting two words together. If one of them is not, as in, I don't know, have not, when you put those two words together, the O gets replaced by an apostrophe. The O, where the O went in that word, is now an apostrophe. That's all I'm going to say. Good luck. Here are this week's spelling words. Faster, fastest. Taller, tallest. Shorter, shortest. Sadder, saddest. Bigger, biggest. All right, for this, with the spelling words you just saw on the previous screen, and go back and look at them again if you have to, and pause and write them down. But with those words, you're going to do this weekly spelling menu, or spelling bingo, as it says in the remote learning packet. You're going to choose two of these to do with your spelling words. Most of these look familiar, what we've been doing in our homework notebooks for the year. Some of them are new. You have any questions? Send me a dojo message. I'll be glad to help explain them, but most of them are self-explanatory. So remember, you're going to do two of these. This will be your foundational skills assignment on the Class Dojo portfolio. So once you complete two of these spelling bingo activities, you'll have a picture taken of it, and you'll upload it to Class Dojo portfolio for your foundational skills / spelling assignment for today. Good luck. And so ends another day of ELA. Again, it's a little too chilly for me to be outside today, and I think it's going to start raining. For me right now, it's Wednesday, so I'm staying here right now because as I film this, within about 45 minutes, we're going to start our Zoom. Now, I know you're watching this now, the Zoom already happened, but for me, because I record these videos the day before, me right now, where I am right now in this video, the Zoom has not happened yet. It's going to happen soon. I'm excited for it. I know you are too. So we'll see you with that in a little bit. Before I go, very excited today. My Starbucks reopened. It was a great day. Although they only allowed one person in at a time and you had to wear a mask. But it is great to finally get some things back to normal. I really hope to see you guys soon, and look for the video for tomorrow.